Well, I had to explain it to my son James when we came there to the Doe Derby. Um, I was like, you're gonna see. It's gonna look. It'll looks different in the winter. It's much more magical in the springtime, in my view.
Hmm.
Um, but there's this very distinct look and feel of the Driftless region, and a lot of Wisconsin. Wisconsin has its own very unique, very innate things that you just don't get anywhere else. I mean, the people, the landscape, all of it. There's a picture of my 9-year-old sitting next to Doug Duran at the campfire. I don't know this gentleman. I got to just shake his hand briefly at the Doe Derby, but there's an older gentleman sitting next to him in like overalls and a skunk hat. I don't know who that
Yep.
guy is.
Yep.
He's in that photo. He looks awesome. And I'm looking at that photo. I'm like, dude, that's why I love Wisconsin. It just there is a Wisconsin deer camp to me is a northern deer camp is part of hunting lore. Like it's etched in from the time of like World War II when people were coming back from the war and getting on a train and going and chasing big bucks in Wisconsin. Like if you close your eyes and picture the black and white deer hunting camp, those old photos, a lot of them are probably in that area, like probably in Wisconsin. Like there is this, great hunting lore. And so to me personally, I think that area of the world holds a historical marker in hunting. Not alone like Aldo Leopold and all these others, the other pioneers that are from that area or wrote about that area. That adds to it. But I do think that like Wisconsin deer camp especially is something that like marks a certain point in time in a certain way. Um, and so I had to I was explaining it to my 9-year-old, like, hey, this is his first house. He's like, it's my first house party. I was like, yeah, kind of. Uh, I mean, yeah, you're having hot chocolate, but yeah. Um, so he got to experience his first house party in at Doug Duran's Doe Derby. But I think that's unique. I know it's unique.
Hmm.
And having traveled around and having seen those things, I try to identify those little pieces of that puzzle for my boy and for me. Because it is a fun, like there's a really important regional differences and kind of just cultural things that you could pull from that. But yeah, a deer camp was something I had kind of thought of and wrote down for my son. And his first deer camp was in Wisconsin. It was awesome.
Hell yeah. That's so cool, man. And like, yeah, there's I spent a lot of time driving around obviously for chasing trout and deer and turkey and all sorts of stuff. It's been more than enough time in that region. But it's like there's a vastness, but also
Yeah.
it's extremely like cozy and intimate. Like, yeah, like the ridges and everything like shoot up over your head, and you drive into one valley and down over the next and everything, and it feels like you just got sucked into a vacuum almost, and it's like a weird quiet almost if the wind's not blowing in there, but at the same time it's like the walls just kind of hug you. And the cool thing about like the deer camp too, and especially like the doe derby, is like, yeah, it was an antlerless season and it was a 4-day whatever, and it was colder than hell and all that, but like it could have been opening day of the our 9-day rifle
Oh yeah.
season, and the people, the vibe, the behavior, like would have been exactly the same. The only thing that would have changed is you probably would have seen more cars driving up and down the road. That's the only thing. But it's
Yeah.
yeah, it is definitely unique.